Like many mums on Mother's Day, Jackie Meredith loves having her family around. As well as having 3 children and 8 grandchildren, she and her husband Bob have also fostered more than 20 children. 7 years ago, Jackie and Bob received an unusual request. They were asked to become foster carers with a difference and to take on 3 boys who'd just arrived from Afghanistan. Back in 2009, the 2 brothers and their cousin were aged between 11 and 12, and they've really settled into life here with Jackie and Bob.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Ahmed, lovely to meet you. Jackie, tell us, how did the boys come to be here?
Bob called me from home and said he'd had a telephone call from the fostering people saying, would we look after some young asylum-seeking boys? And to be honest, I feel quite guilty now because I didn't sort of know what to say at the time to him. I was like, I'm not sure about this. And then when we met the boys, they were so terrified, just small young boys, didn't know where they were, didn't know who to trust, and they'd had a horrendous journey for 6 months, getting from Afghanistan, walking in the night, not being fed. However they've survived, I'll never know.
The boys' parents had sent them away to escape the dangers of their war-torn country. They arrived speaking little or no English and with no understanding of our way of life.
The culture obviously was very different. If you walk into the room, they would stand up, and we just thought, you know, you're at home, you don't have to, just sit down, relax, this is your home. And also, I can remember distinctly with Ahmed, with his trousers, his school trousers, I ironed them and I gave them to him with the rest of the ironing, and he gave them back and was like, not good enough. And I realised that the crease, I hadn't done it perfect enough, so I did them again, and he said, no, not good enough. And I thought, this is going to go on here, this is never going to be good enough. So I got the ironing board out and said, you iron them how you want to do it. And Ahmed said that back in their country, the mom and the sisters would be inside and they would iron those trousers 20 or 30 times because that was just the way it was. I accepted that and understood it over a period of time. We just got to go slowly and understand each other, and obviously we moved on and we smile about it now.
And there are of course faith differences.
Yes, exactly. Obviously we follow our faith, our Christianity faith, so that's important to us in our life and our children and our grandchildren. So we really respected how important it was for the boys to continue with their faith, with being Muslims. Having that faith there, you know that we're all human, we can all help each other, we all have our own beliefs, but at the end of the day, this is the world and this is all that we live in, and let's all make it one nice happy place as best as we can.
Daddy, look, there's some birthday cake.
There's a lot of love in this home, isn't there?
They've done every single thing that a real parent would do for their own child. They've supported us through school, supported us through just learning the language, and they've always motivated us to go on and achieve and succeed.
I'm so grateful for them. They've been like my mum and dad throughout my time being here.
Jackie being an amazing mom.
For me, being a mom, it's all really about making them happy, secure and loved, and I think that just then the child will just flourish if you can provide all that and the empathy with it.
This weekend has been a time for reflection and prayer after the terror attack on Westminster on Wednesday. Aled Jones went to meet the Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkin, who has close ties with Westminster through her role as chaplain to the Speaker of the House of Commons. They met at Lambeth Palace, just across the Thames from the Houses of Parliament.
I know you were at the Houses of Parliament when the attacker struck. What was the atmosphere like there?
The atmosphere, I think at first it was quite bewilderment and shock. We had heard by then that someone had been hurt, and I think we were just hoping and praying that he or she would not have succumbed to their injuries, but sadly we learned otherwise.
A police officer lost his life trying to save other people's lives. How do you reflect on his actions?
PC Keith will have given his life. He's given his life for us, for me. And I hope for all of us that we will not take that for granted, but that we will do something positive with our lives, that we will shine the light of goodness, the light of compassion, the light of mercy as we continue with our own lives.
A lot of people also have heard conversations on the news carried out saying that without religion, maybe we'd be better off. You know, atrocities carried out in the name of so-called God.
I think those people of faith, the Christian faith, the Muslim faith, or any other faith for that matter, those people of real faith would not do something like this. This is perverted. This is evil personified.
Do you have a message for people watching our program who have maybe been affected by this or are watching at home frightened about the world that we live in now?
Yes, I think my message to those who are watching this program today is not to be fearful. It's those words of our Lord Jesus, let not your hearts be troubled at this time. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. And also to say, do not allow someone who lived in a way contrary to love to determine how we respond.
Console as to console.